Kissel car model D11 semi-racer 1912. One of several businesses created in the early 1900s under the ownership of the entrepreneurial Kissel family of Hartford, Wisconsin was the Kissel Motor Car Company. The first Kissel car would be dropped after World War I because of its Germanic tone, was manufactured in 1905, a four-cylinder runabout with shaft drive. The standard catalog of American cars notes that volume production began in 1906, with those models being offered for sale the following year. The earliest cars were bodied by a sleigh manufacturer, and were powered by Beaver engines, but soon Kissel was making everything themselves. By 1909, there were Kissel cars available in several sizes and models priced from $1,350 to $3,000. For 1911, Kissel introduced an even more sporting touring car, with a double-dropped chassis, and a variety of body types, including a semi-racer alongside other sporting touring cars. Various sources differ on the wheelbases offered by Kissel, ranging from 112 inches to 132 inches, depending on the model. The D11 is understood to have been built on a 124-inch wheelbase frame, and had a huge, 380 cubic inch engine, its cylinders cast in two pairs. Although Kissel built high-quality automobiles, it struggled through the late 1920s and filed for bankruptcy in 1930, its last efforts being large 6- and 8-cylinder vehicles for the 1931 model year. The early history of this particular D11 is unfortunately not known. In the 1980s the chassis was owned by a Nevada-based Kissel enthusiast. At this time, it was a project car and had lost its original power plant. Inspection of the chassis found it to be the correct specification and configuration of an original semi-racer, as it sported a 124-inch wheelbase, and it retained its original specification 4-speed transmission and axles. The chassis was then acquired by Bay Area enthusiast Jim Farbers and was restored. A 40-horsepower 4-cylinder Kissel engine from 1914 was sourced while bodywork was built by Vic Groa, who had access to original Kissel blueprints. Using these blueprints, Groa was able to construct a very close replica of the original bodies built by the Kissel factory. In the early 1990s the car was bought by Steve Dana and been in his small collection ever since. Used in the Armand Beach Race and Run in 2006, it was also displayed at Amelia Island in 2008. Today the car presents very well. The restoration that was done years ago has aged very well and gives the car a lot of character. It would be a great car for HCCEA events or for historic racing. The opportunity to acquire this charismatic and sporting brass air speedster should not be missed.